Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels adventure, and today we're back in the forest again. Now we're on a new map called Oceanside Forest. It's not got a particular country that it's based on, but it's a pretty simple map, and let's run through some of the statistical and map information that's on ModHub. So like I said, it's called Oceanside Forest. It was released on the 1st of the 6th 2023, so again a little bit late on this one. It's made by a modder called Carl TG and Pixelfarm. It's on a 1.0.0.0 and it's 142.74 megabytes to download. It works on PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles. Now the map has one sell point that sells pretty much all of the FS22 products. It's got two fields which you can see just there and there. It's got three areas to buy because you actually start with the biggest area already purchased. It's obviously got an ocean port or a harbour there. It's got the ability to do precision farming, and it's also got the default collectibles as well, which are actually the cheese wheels. So you will need two required mods. You'll need the Caravan by Maca and the Lizard TF840-B pack by Vectorman. So, you know, it's a pretty simple map, to be honest with you. The road layout's pretty simple, the two fields, and then the other area that's around the two fields and in between all the roads is actually already yours. So what we'll do, we'll literally skip back down to earth and see what new equipment we get, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, we start off with not that much equipment, but obviously it is a dedicated forestry map really with the two fields. So we've got two Lizard TF840-B literal like forestry wagons. So it's got the cutter head and also the ability to have a place to place your logs so you can drag them as well. You've got a Lizard pickup 1986 as always. You've got a Still MS261 chainsaw, and you've also got a couple of bits of interesting forestry equipment to go on the forestry machinery. So you've got a 7000 XT, pretty much a wood harvester. You've got a clamp bunk which can go on the back of the machines, which allows you then to clamp up and transport your logs. And you've got a super grip as well. So like I said, not that much really. So this is one of the machines, and this is the area you can store your logs. And you've got one of the grabbers there, and then over here you've got your other machine, which I've already done a little bit of testing with. And obviously there's your clamp there. I've got a tree already felled, which is quite nice. And if we go over here, this is actually your starting point. So here's your Lizard pickup, and then you get this Caravan, which is your starting home. It's pretty good actually, because you can open the door, you can go inside, and there's your sleep trigger. So that's pretty unique and pretty cool for someone who enjoys doing forestry work. So that's nice. What I'll quickly show as well is, as part of this new farmer mode, you also get the whole area. So if you actually selected it, so this is the whole area is field 1. It's actually worth 410,000, and then you also have then two other fields to purchase. So you have field 2, which is 5,120, and you have field 3, which is 3,884. So literally a little bit different, I suppose, in that respect. So I think it, obviously, like I say, it is a massive forestry map really. Not something that I would play personally, but it's quite nice to see something a little bit different with a little bit of a agro-forestry, but more on the forestry than the agricultural side. As you can see as well, you can see the map layout is this trail road all the way through the forest and some certain areas as well, and then it goes round past your two available fields into your main sale point here, and then obviously goes all the way around here as well. So a lot of trees, lots of things to keep you busy if you enjoy forestry, so that's quite good. There's no custom crops, and the calendar's pretty standard. Like I said, there's one place to sell everything that you produce in the shipment port, which we will literally go to in a second. You get no animals. Contracts are obviously just on field 1 and 2, so obviously there's not going to be a lot of those. And you also don't start with any productions, so pretty simple agro-forestry map really. So if we literally go around and show on the map the productions, there's your homestead there in the middle of the forest, and then here you've got your gas station, you've got a vehicle workshop, you've got an animal dealer, which is a bit unusual since you don't really have anywhere to put animals, but I suppose you could once you've cleared some of the forest. You've got your vehicle shop, and then you've got the main point for your shipment port, which is here, which obviously you can ship everything. And then obviously you've got a nice view out onto the ocean of the harbour, so that's quite nice as well. The map itself is pretty nice. I mean, it's not got a massive amount of custom textures, it's got a few, and it's got some custom trees, like they've got some palm trees there as well. Generally though, it's quite bright and the textures look good. I haven't really found any issues with anything, but it's a pretty simple map, I suppose. So if we skip back now to our machines, I mean, this starting area is obviously quite open as well once you take down a couple of the trees. So I suppose in this area here you could build yourself quite a nice farm, and you could probably put yourself a field in as well. The actual land itself doesn't seem too undulating with too much topography, so I mean, I suppose you could start off with some fields over here once you've cleared that area, and if you get these pretty much cut up well, you could probably make quite a bit of money. I wonder how much wood is on this map. Let's have a quick look. I would have thought it should be worth quite a bit, since it is mainly a ooh, 18,000. Wow, okay. Interesting that the seasonal fluctuation doesn't really help. Okay, that's probably will improve as you go through. So I mean, generally though, it's a pretty nice map for someone who enjoys forestry. If you've liked the video, give it a like, and feel free to subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks for joining me.